Sorry. I'm trying to get my phone screen to turn.
Let me see. What are you trying to do?
It's facing the wrong way. Hiya guys, we're back live. So since we've been off the live, there's actually been a few little things. There was like a bang on the wall here. The sink made the noise again. There was just a few little things. My camera's being a bit funny, bear with me. Hello. So the sink has just made the noise again, which it did before. There was a bang on that wall, and we asked for a bang knowing that everyone was off, and we said, oh, we're not recording you now, can you make the bang? And there was a few little things, so I think we're going to stay in the bar area for now. Yeah, Dot says the camera's the wrong way around as well. I need to tilt my phone.
Take that gimbal.
I don't want to.
If you hold, I'll turn it off.
I should probably have started the video before I put it in there. We are getting a few technical issues. Victoria was right. It's not playing ball today.
Does it work?
It's not working.
For some reason, our chat is coming up sideways.
So I think the camera's the wrong way round, because Dot said the camera's the wrong way round.
Is everyone seeing this? If I show you Kaylee, is she the right way round?
Probably the wrong way round. I'm probably like...
Was it you, Victoria, that cursed us?
She said we're going to have loads of technical issues, and what we have. This is two different apps, by the way, that have started off with technical issues. It's not just one. It's the Facebook business site app and also the StreamYard. So both of them...
Okay, so we might have to just do it like that from now on.
That's
Is that better? Is that better?
We can do that. That's how I usually record anyway.
Hand the gimbal over to Kaylee and she messes it up.
It wasn't the gimbal.
Still sideways. Still
How is it
sideways.
still sideways? We've turned it the right way. Rob, get it on your thing so we can see what it looks like. We're just going to get it on Rob's phone. Just so we can see what it looks like first. Whilst we're doing this, I just thought I'd tell you, everyone that's on, I've actually got a really, really good planned live for next week. Not here, but I've got a little thing planned for next week. So if anybody's watching now, if you watch us next week, be Saturday at some point. Yeah, we're
Try
the right way.
flipping it sideways.
What's it showing like now?
It's a few seconds behind.
Sorry, we're a few seconds behind watching our own live stream, so we're seeing what...
Yeah, you go sideways.
Oh, no.
So you're going to have to go into portrait mode.
Right, it's okay. So, next week, and you'll have to tune in, but I've been delving into a lot of history recently, a lot of history of Newcastle, and Google Maps has been my friend. So, I've been looking into a lot of things, and what we're going to do is live stream and show you around, just talk to you about the history really. It might end up in a little investigation, it depends on how busy things are. I'm not sure with lockdown, and I have not been into the centre of Newcastle recently, but if you're interested, tune in next week. It should be Saturday night, so Saturday night next week, tune in. I haven't decided on the time, it depends on how busy things are, maybe 8-9 o'clock at night. So next week tune in. I thought I'd tell you that briefly. But whilst we're here, weirdly, I can't believe it happened in the 5 minutes that we were off, but in the 5 minutes, I'm just opening a can just for the noise. In the 5 minutes that we were off, there was a bang on this wall, which was really weird. There was what was it? The sink made the noise, and there was a tap at the other end of the room.
Yeah, like a gurgle. Well, not, is it a gurgle sound? I don't
Yeah, sort of like the sink's like gurgling, as if water's going through it, but there shouldn't be anything. Did you hear that? There's people outside. If anybody hears any voices, there are people like around and outside.
But we are like upstairs. We are like second floor, or first floor. So they're kind of like down on the ground level, but they're not on our level.
Yeah. Should we get the yeah, Victoria says, I think she meant jinx. She said that would happen.
Yeah. What did you want out, sorry?
The SLS.
Okay.
So I think we should get the SLS camera and have... yeah, she meant jinx. She said she's such a jinx. She's told us that we're going to have technical issues, and what's happened? We've had technical issues. You're quite right. I've never done a live stream before where I've not been able to tilt my phone. And as you've seen at the first part, it was absolutely fine. I've not closed the app since, so I don't see what's wrong, but... Right, so turn this around. We've got the SLS camera. So is it started? We'll let Rob start it up, and then he can tell you a little bit about the SLS camera, how it works, and what we hope to sort of find. If there's something lurking in the shadows that maybe doesn't want to be on our live stream tonight, maybe it might show up on our SLS camera. And I'm not trying to be rude to you, Spirit, but if you are here, just come forward. We're friendly. We want to talk. Just showing you these that are in the same place. So the white ball's still on that spot. The 8 ball's still on that spot. If anybody catches anything, please, as I say, if you catch anything, screenshot it, post it in our Paranormal Newcastle group. If you're not a member of the Paranormal Newcastle group, please come along, join. We'd love you to join. Just even if you experience anything, if we don't have any experiences, it's still just nice to chat and say, we had an investigation, we found absolutely nothing, but it was lovely chatting with you all, and hopefully next time we do find something. Which I'm really hoping we do next week, by the way. I'm really excited. I haven't told Rob yet. Rob might be excited too when I tell him. I actually think he really will be. Yeah, I think he'd be impressed, the history I found. Maybe not, he probably already know it all. I'm going to tell, you know what, I'm really excited about all this history I've found. I'll tell Rob and he'd be like, oh, I already know it. Yeah, we'll have a walk around. So, I'll show you Rob. I'm going to turn our flash off here because you've got the screen. So Rob will tell you a bit about the SLS camera we've got there.
Okay, so this basically runs infrared lasers. If you were watching this on night vision, you'd probably see a big square patch on the wall where I'm shining it's got a little infrared, you can see just on that one there. So what the camera is doing, it's using Connect software, which will create a 3D image. So it's not an actual camera that's looking at things, it's actually just creating a 3D image. So if you just come around here, Kaylee, for example, I'll show you, what's that, like an air conditioning thing?
Yeah, it's the Dyson air fan. We've got a Dyson air fan.
So you can see it scans it, but it's scanning it using infrared. So
It says calibrating.
yeah, so it's not sure what it is, so it's just looking at it. But what people believe the SLS can do, which stands for Structured Light Sensor, people believe that you can map people. So actually what you could do, Kelly, is to demonstrate it, you hold it and point it at me.
Holding.
I'll stand over here.
In my left hand.
It should map me as a stick figure.
Yes, you're a stick figure, it's tracking. It's also looking at the chair, I think, beside you.
This one?
Beside me, sorry, this one. I can't point at it. Yeah, there. It's also calibrating something over there as well.
So it does map and it can track things. Some people say maybe it can track spirits. These started to become popular because they use the same cameras as Xbox
Connect, yeah.
Connect. So it started off by total accidents. People used to play the Connect games where they would stand and play in the game and they'd do sports and things. And all of a sudden a second player would appear in the game beside them, even though they were the only person in the room. And it became a bit of an internet, phenomenon. And then I think even the people who make the paranormal activity films, they made one of their releases where the poltergeist appeared within the child's Xbox Connect camera. So, and you'll see a lot of the TV shows like Paranormal Lockdown and Ghost Adventures use them, and they do map a lot of stick figures, and they get, sometimes it will map things like something that looks like a coat or the back of a chair. Sometimes it's tricked into thinking that's a person, but you can map things that some stick figures, but you can't explain in the middle of a room who's breaking the infrared beam, because like I say, it's shining invisible light that we can't see. Something's going to break that beam and it'll track whether it's a person standing there or not. So we'll have a little where you want to start with it.
So I feel like a lot of the noises are coming from the bar area, which is really weird because obviously we're live and we're not getting any noises, but there was 3 distinct noises when we were off that live there for that break. So I feel like we're getting a lot in here.
You're just going to stand in front of me. So you can see it's creating a 3D depth. The darker the image, the further away it is. The white colour is quite close.
For anyone who's just joined, this is a motion detector, so if I move, it moves. That's me, I'm on the divide. That if I move, that moves. It's for security, but if we're standing still, that shouldn't be moving. So at any point in the night, if we are standing still and that currently goes off, I'll let you know. So Victoria says that whatever it is definitely between the bar and the snooker hall, so this area, which is actually the area where I feel like a lot of things happen. I'll tell you a story whilst we're on. There was one morning when I was working behind the bar, and I must have been in the back room, sort of the cellar room through there. And I was in that cellar room, and I felt like a customer had come in and gone to play on table 10. Table 10 is the table right down here at the end, which is the one where we actually get the shadows along the wall. So I'd thought that our regular, who comes in every Thursday morning, I thought he had come in, and I could have sworn down that he had walked up the stairs through that heavy door, and I'd seen him pass and come that way. So I poured his Carling and I walk around the corner with his pint of Carling that he religiously has every Thursday morning, and I look and there's nobody there. So I wait, I think, oh, maybe he's popped to the toilet just in here. Did you hear that click?
Yeah.
So there's noises coming from over here. Ladies toilet. There's noises in the ladies' toilet, guys, which is...
You just push the door through so we can get the camera through.
We're just going to get the SLS on.
Somebody made a click. Oh, we've got a figure. It's gone. So we just click there.
We've just got a figure on the SLS, and then there was just a click in this cabinet right there. Did anybody just hear the click? That was really loud. And that was just...
Yeah, there'll be a few seconds behind.
If anybody saw the click, give us a comment. Oh, sorry, saw it. You can't see a click. Here, heard the click. If anybody heard that. Also, I don't know whether I caught the stick figure on the live straight away, but if anybody actually saw the... they heard the click on the live. Did anybody see... Because I mapped the stick figure. Was it I didn't?
No, there.
It's back, it's back, it's back.
It's gone.
It's mapping something here.
There, he's standing right in front. It's not the hand sanitizer because that's kind of like too low. This is human height. Can you wave your hand in the air? Put your hand right up in the air.
It looks like it's putting its hand up, like.
That's exactly where the click came from.
That's exactly where the click came from.
Can you make the click again? Make a noise.
That's right there where that noise was. So as we just showed you how the SLS camera works, it tracks shapes or like human shapes. There's nothing in this area.
Because I'm panning it. If it was just a pattern that it got mixed up, it wouldn't be still tracking it. It's still tracking it.
It's tracking something, and it wouldn't. There's nothing human shaped here. We've just got our COVID safe handset. There's nothing human shaped, but it's still tracking it. Sorry,
We've been going down, so it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. It's back. It's back.
It's 2. No, it's back.
It's 2.
It's nice that you've appeared. Thank you. I know you're standing literally like a metre in front of us. Can people see that?
Can you all see? Do you see the figure on the? Yeah, they do. They see the figure on there. I'll show you. There's a door where we are, so we're sort of propped up against the door, and I'm at the bar.
We're not, like, the camera's not mapping the door. It's kind of mapping.
Yeah, so that can't. What I think we can do is we'll come back during the day and we'll actually show you that won't map anything, because there's nothing that should be mapping. So we'll actually come back and we'll show you that doesn't map a figure.
It's moved. It's in a different, standing in a different. The fact it's now in a different place shows it's not mapping the same thing.
The figure's moved.
So he's standing in the doorway beside the ladies' toilets.
And this is where we're hearing everything. And this is where Victoria said she thought that it was. Guys, the figure moved. I mean, he's here. He's right here. If that's you that we can see, you've come to show yourself. Can you make a noise? Make a noise. Just let us know you're here.
It's just gone.
It's gone. Doesn't want to be.
But it was right where the noise was.
It was right. So we've literally just come and pointed the
There again. Stay where you are. Let me see you. Go back to where you were standing before. Were you in the doorway?
Guys, did you hear the click? The noises are coming right from where the stick figure was standing. Did everybody hear that?
There
he is.
It's gone. It's like it's behind that door now, where the ladies. You can see on the screen that's the sign. But obviously, it's a flat object, so this can't map it.
So that's the ladies' toilets right there, and that's what it's picking up.
Shall I go in?
Yeah, you go in. Rob's going in.
You might as well follow.
I'll follow. I'll let you go first.
I always thought there'd be a sofa in here. Or something. Oh.
Whoa.
On its maps, but it's sort of.
I don't know, I'm just feeling really weird. It's making noises, and it's like... So this is where we get a lot of the... Do you know what was weird, guys? What was weird is I was just telling you the story about something coming past and coming around the corner, and I thought somebody had walked past right here, because this is where I was telling you about it. Do you reckon it's him? The person, because I was telling you about a story about I'd seen a figure of somebody, and I thought it was one of our members who had come to play on the table, and I'd poured him a pint of Carling. And the point of the story I was about to get to is he wasn't there. And I'm wondering whether the figure that we're seeing is him, and he's trying to tell us, no, I'm here. Charlotte says he's dancing because he's bursting for a wee.
See, I'm just watching. I'm just mapping you deliberately because I'm looking at the way you.
Do you want me to pass you the live so you can show them me on the...
So this is Kaylee. You can see she's standing right there. if I map her in properly, hang on, it's sort of focusing on you a little bit. Let me just get you, go further back.
I'm back.
For some reason it's not getting you as a stick figure. I'll see. Maybe because we're in a doorway. But should do here. There you go. So see how it maps Kaylee as a stick figure? So what this does, it's got software built into it that tries to map a person. Now, obviously, we weren't mapping this. But you were there, I'm talking about this for some reason. We weren't mapping this because this would obviously, it knows that's not a person. And the hand sanitizer's too low. This thing was...
Yeah, it was tall. It was tall.
But it was in the doorway. And you look at the doorway, and you kind of... It's a flat door. There's nothing really... And people might think, well, is it mapping the sign? But it doesn't, because that's not 3D.
It has to map something that's 3D.
It doesn't see pictures, it doesn't see 2D objects, it only sees like physical 3D objects.
So we could debunk it if it was, say, the coat rack, because we can see that that's 3D.
Oh, okay,
He's back again, look.
but that's in a we're now in a different angle. We're now in a different part of the room,
Guys,
looking
he's
at
back.
a different part of the door.
Just gonna move along.
So we're now in the doorway. So because this is flipped as well, this is like a mirror image. So left is right on the screen. So the doorway on to you would be like on the right, but on the screen it's on the left because it mirrors, it flips it around. So where you're seeing him is stood pretty much in the doorway. Because that blue bit, that's the glass double doors.
So that blue bit there is that.
It's permanently standing in the doorway. It's gone. It is gone.
Charlotte says he's just quietly watching. But that's the vibe that I get, that whatever's here just watches and makes noises. He makes it aware that he's here and he knows it, but he doesn't want to get involved. He just wants to watch. But sometimes you'll see, and I just find it funny that he's turned up just as we're talking about the story, about when because what I saw went past the bar, so past here and around, and a lot of the activity happens on this bar, or like, I mean, a lot of the activity happens on this bar. So I just find it amazing that Victoria said, tell him he can go for a wee.
It might be, if it's the ladies' toilets, it could be a she.
I'm saying he. That's a valid point. I keep saying he. It might not be.
The stick figure isn't that detailed.
Rob said the stick figure isn't that detailed. It could very much be a male or a female.
See, it's totally gone. And that's the suite.
So that's the hand sanitizer, and that's the sweet machine.
And you can see that that's distinctly...
you can very much tell it's not...
and it knows they're not human.
And I mean... That's properly shaken me, because that's where we were saying it's there, it's in this area, and we've got the figure in this area. He's watching. He's watching. Just trying to get my camera to focus. It's just suddenly gone out of focus. Just going to clean the...
Back, come back. No, it's gone. Right in front of the...
Oh, there he is. Where's that going to be? He's just standing watching.
It might look like a deformed shape, like why is that stick figure not doing human shape? But this is not obviously going to be in a human shape. It could be just energy, it could be something.
Yeah.
It's literally standing in the doorway.
That's really creepy.
But there's nothing. Shine your light. There's nothing there.
There's nothing in the doorway.
You can see on the red there. There's a wet floor sign.
See, he's
Oh, it's
gone.
It's
He's gone.
Oh,
Oh, he's back.
2.
As Rob's saying, as it might not, as he says, be, because energy, anything, we don't know what the paranormal is. We don't know what ghosts are. We don't know whether a spirit shows itself as a human or whether it shows itself as energy. It could just be picking up energy, or it could be picking up, but I mean, it's mapping something. It's mapping them, and it's in the doorways. He's gone now.
I'm stood in the exact same place, and it's gone.
I mean, he's gone.
Yeah. It's a flat door. What are people saying?
Nobody's saying anything. Just saying it's amazing, really. Because I keep saying he, I don't mean.
Do you know what? Go and stand beside him.
I'm being told to stand beside him.
Come back, because he's gone.
He's gone. We need to wait for him back.
Can you come back? Cue.
Has he come back on cue?
Yeah. So if you go and stand, try and hold his hand. Stand next to him.
Is he in the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're holding his... He's gone. He's gone.
Doesn't want to see me.
And I'll go further back.
Hold my hand. Come towards us. We don't mean you any harm. My hand's changed temperature, Rob.
When you say change temperature, what do you mean?
I feel cold.
Okay, so that blue outline, that's Kaylee, and you can see she's mapped.
Can you come towards me and hold my hand? I've just started to get pins and needles in my hand.
Well, your hand is exactly where he was, well, it was.
So I'm getting pins and needles and my arm's feeling quite heavy, but it might just be because I'm like holding it out. But we don't mean you any harm. Come take my hand. Come speak to us.
Yeah, Gary, we can get Necro on in a bit. Just give us 2 minutes.
Come join us. Do you want to come speak to us? Come with me. Come take my hand and we'll go. I'm feeling my hand is really heavy. My arm is feeling really heavy and I'm feeling like I've got pins and needles and I feel like I need to drop it. Like it's feeling really heavy. Sorry. Do you want to try?
Do you want me to tell you what,
Yeah.
you try and...
I want to see whether you sort of feel the same thing, because, like, it's, yeah, it's mapped you.
Stand in the doorway, hold my hand. Yeah, it does feel cold.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. My left hand has gone cold. Specifically, that finger.
So I felt like I just had my hand felt heavy and cold, and then I'd started to get pins and needles after a while, and it just felt really heavy. There. There was a really loud bang through there. Did anybody hear it? Yeah, please. That was me. That bang was me. Should we get the necromancer on? Get the necrophonic app. We'll map down here and then we'll get the necrophonic app. Bearing in mind, all of these REM pods are turned on and not one of them has alarmed. What I might do is move 2 of them into the doorways of the toilets. Right, these are going to make a noise when I turn them off, so bear with me. I'm going to move these into the doorways of the toilets because both of these doorways, we're getting the figure. He's standing watching us. So we're going to put one here. There we go. So that will make a noise if there's anything coming towards that. Victoria says to check the balls on the table, so I'm just going to have a look at those. They look like the... whilst I'm here, I'll have a sip of my energy drink, keep us going. They're still in position. Just going to check, so under here. It's there. And under here, that's there. So they're both still in position. My arm feels really weird after that, you know. Like, my arm feels really weird.
I've lost him now.
He's gone as well, the stick figure's gone. So, since we have been, and I'm going to go towards this, it's going to beep. This one's not as loud. So we'll put this in this doorway. So that'll beep if anyone goes towards that. As I say, anyone, any screenshots or any evidence, Paranormal Newcastle group, share them in. We'll review everything after a day. So we'll go back over it. We'll actually come back in during the day as well and get a video just to show what it looks like during the day. There we go. So we've got the Necrophonic app on now.
You come back.
I heard you.
Can you stand next to us?
No.
No.
Why not?
I'm going to stand behind the bar, guys. So I'm just going to move this.
Do you like the toilets? Is there something linking you to the toilets?
No.
No.
Who are you?
Louise said that sounded like a Geordie accent saying no. Did you think that?
I can't see you anymore with my camera. Can you come back? Can you stand in front of me?
Ouch.
Oh, you're there. You're there. Got you. Oh. There you are.
I'm going to come round because I can't see the... Have you got him again? He's back.
He's right beside it. Can you talk really loudly and say your name?
He's back, guys.
Are you a male or a female?
help?
Do you need help? Why do you have to stand beside the... What is it about the toilets? Is that where you died?
Whoa, look. Look at the screen.
Oh.
Whoa.
3. How many people are there? Tell me. Say 1 or 2.
4. Did you see that? There was another one.
Are you trapped here? Can you not move?
Dot says there's a party going on.
It's 2. No, it's 1.
Well, look, there is 2. There's 2. There's 2.
How many people are there?
There's 3.
Come on, everybody come across here. People come and stand next to us. How many spirits are here?
3.
Yeah.
It said 3.
Is one of you a child? That was like a child.
We just asked how many spirits are here, and it just said 3, whilst there's 3. 2.
And
It went down to 2 and it said 2. Charlotte says she hopes they're from the same social bubble.
It's Geordie.
It's definitely saying I.
Are you from Whitley Bay?
So Ian just said, I've not said, but I feel like there's been a full house of people there, the orbs before. It just felt like you were amongst a crowd.
Do you all know each other? Can you see each other?
Everyone in the chat saying that it's proper Geordie.
Yeah.
They're hearing it too. There's 3. Every time I say there's 3, it jumps down from 3 and it sounds like it says 2 on there. Peace.
Are all 3 of you male, or some of you male and female?
4. I feel like there's a battle for voices and a battle for space.
Okay. Can you make only one of you talk, so that you can be more clearer?
No.
Okay. Who is the furthest this way? Talk. Say your name. You're a female.
That was a female. Oh, sorry. That was just really loud. I just jumped. That was just that. It was just really quite loud.
Okay, don't shout. Don't shout. We can hear you. We just want you to be clear.
Yes.
Thank you. We are your friends. We're not here to bother you or pester you. We just want to find out why you're here. Did you all know each other in real life when you were alive? No. Are you friends with each other?
Gary says, are they happy? I just said Gary, and I swear that just said Gary.
Are you happy? There are people...
There was a click there.
Yeah, there was a click right where... There were...
There's sounds coming from over here that isn't just the Necrophonic app.
We've got people watching that are asking you questions. One person says, are you happy? No.
Louise says ask for the names.
Okay, so what I want you to do, one at a time, so you don't talk together, say your name, your first name, loud and clearly. Are you always based here? Are you grounded here?
Yes.
It sounded like you said he.
That was a Geordie, though. Miss.
Are you Geordies? No.
So I did a spirit box once where I was doing my haunted doll video. And I'll turn this on. I was doing my haunted doll video, which is on YouTube, and I said, do you know where you are? And the spirit box come through and it said Newcastle. We're in Whitley Bay, we're not in Newcastle, but whatever's coming through here now sounds like it's quite like a Geordie presence. Dot says Mike. Victoria says to ask how old they are.
What are your ages? Can you tell me how old you were when you died?
Maybe they don't know they're dead.
Do you know you're dead? You've passed away. You're no longer alive.
No.
Yes. You've died. I'm sorry. We can't see you. Are you kind? Are you going to be kind to me? Be nice, be friendly. Any other questions we can answer?
Let's have a look. Has anybody got any questions that they want us to ask?
How did you die? Do you remember having an accident or having a pain? Can you remember if you were unwell? Did you die naturally? Was it peaceful?
Susie says, what year did they die?
Which year did you die?
Victoria says she just thought she heard a dog bark.
Is there a dog with you? Have you got a pet?
Christine, I've got a REM pod down here. And I've got a REM pod here. I'll just...
If there's a dog, can you make it bark? Can you say my name? Can you say her name?
There.
Yes, there. She's called Kaylee. Can you repeat it?
What year did you die? What year is it now?
We can hear that you're trying to talk. We can kind of make out your voice.
Do you know who I am?
This lady, it's her family's building now. She's part of the management. They run this place now. But you're welcome to be here. That we're not chasing you away. You are welcome to stay, as long as you're nice to people. You have made one of the people who work here frightened of you when the glass smashed. She says she doesn't believe in you, but we know deep down she does. Maybe next time you see her, you'll make another glass smash? You see this glass? You did that. You smashed one of those. Come round here. A lot of people saw what you did. You broke a glass and the camera saw you do it. You're not in trouble. We just want to know why you did that. Who did that?
Who is it that smashed the glass? Peter. It just sounded like you went Peter. Who is it that smashed the glass? Do you know the building when it was a nightclub? Were you part of the building then? Ian heard Peter as well. Yeah, I feel like it said Peter again. It's saying Peter. Is your name Peter? It is, man. It's saying Peter.
Peter, where are you? Can we find you?
Is your name Peter? We do have the spirit board here as well. Yeah, so that's 17 degrees, this.
I want to speak to Peter. Peter? Peter? How old are you, Peter? Are you happy? Peter, are you... Was there any club members called Peter or...
There's someone who used to own the pub, but he's still alive, called Peter, but one of the previous landlords actually is called Peter, but he is still very much with us, and if anybody comes in to the club, you'll know who I'm on about, because he's a very prevalent member right now.
Peter, come here. Peter. We just want to talk to you. You're the one that's coming through the loudest, so we might as well hear from you.
Yeah.
So Gary said, is the spirit looking for a Peter?
Are you... Do you know... Maybe you're looking for Peter. Maybe Peter's not your name, but you've come to find Peter. When will Peter next be here?
He doesn't believe. So out of everyone, the Peter here is probably the biggest skeptic in the building.
So Peter doesn't believe. Peter doesn't believe in you. He doesn't believe that you might be here. Do you have a message for him?
No.
Why do you like to be around the toilet so much? Can you come and stand in this doorway? Can you stand right next to that the slot machine? Peter?
What?
I don't know where you are, but if you can let me know where I can see you with the camera.
Carol, we're at Whitley Lodge Snooker tonight. Yeah, Carol.
No.
What are you thinking next?
So what I'm thinking is to see whether we can get it to communicate with us through the spirit board as a before we go, because it is getting quite late now. What time is it? I feel like it's after 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's after 11:15.
So what I think we're going to do is, if you're happy to, we'll jump on a spirit board, see if we can get any energy into it, see if we can get the board moving, and we'll call it a night. I feel like we've had a few little responses, especially with the SLS camera and the stick figures. Yeah, we'll just move them for now. Put that on that table as well, and we'll move it out of the way. So, we've got the spirit board. So what I'm expecting is for the spirit board not to move. Quite often I find that you'll do a Ouija board and it won't move. We'll move it around to get the energy going into the board. So what I'll do is I'll start by calling out. We'll move it around to get the energy into the board and then see if there's a spirit that wants to communicate with us. So what we're going to do is say, and we're going to get the Necrophonic app on as well, just to see whether we can get a response to collaborate. If there is anybody here, if you've been communicating with us tonight, if you've been communicating with us through the Necrophonic app, please come to us, communicate with us through this spirit board. We'll put our energy in if you need our energy to move it. What we're going to do is put a finger on here and we're just going to slowly move it around just to put energy into the board. So we're putting our energy into the board and we'll do this another about 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. If there's anybody here with us tonight who wants to communicate and tell us their story, can you please move the board? Move this over to the letter that you want to communicate with us. Move this planchette. Everyone's saying it's been amazing. Do you want to come and talk to us? Sound like it's at Peter again. Come and talk to us if you're in the building, if you've been speaking to us tonight, or if you're the stick figure. Come along.
Peter? Peter, will only be 10 more minutes if you want to come and just pass your message on if you found that we weren't hearing you very well.
Use our energy and channel it through this board. You've got enough energy to smash a glass on the bar. You can come and talk to us through here. We'll move it around 5 more times just to put some more energy into it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want to use that energy that we've just created to move the planchette? And talk to us. Tell us your name. What's your name? Did you used to drink in the pub? I'm really happy that everyone who's watched has enjoyed it tonight. As I say, we are going to be live next week. I don't know whether Rob's going to join us, but he's very welcome to. I'll tell him later. He doesn't know what it is yet. I'll tell him. I'm excited. I've been looking into things, but join us next week. We'll be live on the page. I'm going to have a little fiddle around. Oh, what?
Phone's just come off the table there.
The phone's just fallen off.
It was like there, like where my hand is. It's now on the floor. That's what's running the app. So like it was there. It's not like on the edge. Like if it's on the edge, it will slide off. But it's there.
That's really weird. Guys, just as we're saying goodbye, the phone's just like launched itself off the chair. That's mad.
Peter, was that you? It's like 70 quid for a new screen.
Is the screen fine?
Oh yeah, the screen's fine.
Did you just move the phone? If you've got enough energy to move the phone, you can move this planchette now. Sherry Ann says she's really enjoyed watching tonight as well.
It's not the phone we want to see move. I don't know if you've got the wrong end of the stick.
Talk to us through the board. Don't move the phone. That's really weird. So I don't know, I'm like perched here with my feet like here. Rob's all the way over there. And the phone moved from, I'll turn the light on, moved from here to on the floor as we've brought out the board. It doesn't want to speak to us through the board, but it wants to show it's there. It's because we're saying goodbye. This happens, and I'll tell you, when I've done lives from here before, and it's usually been very, very late on because the bar's been open, but every time I go to say goodbye, something happens, and it's done it again. So we're going to end this live stream in about 2 minutes. We're going. Do you not want us to go? It's noises. Is it a car? It's a car. Spirit, we're going to say goodbye.
Do you want us to go?
Yes.
Why? Do you like to have this place, the run? Do you like the run of this place to yourself? Do you play snooker when there's no one here? Spirit snooker.
Yeah.
Do you see it, is everything in a different atmosphere to you? So you can still play snooker in your own spirit world? Because that's quite cool if you can.
Every time you mention them being dead or a spirit world, it goes quite quiet.
Are you still alive? Are we dead? Are we the spirits? Are we like the spirits who've come into your place that you can see? We're
going to say goodbye to you on the board. We're going to move the planchette over to goodbye. This is us moving it. So we've said goodbye. We're gone now. We're going. So we'll say goodbye to you here. And we'll say goodbye to you overall. So, we're going to say goodbye for tonight to the spirit and to everyone. I want to say, I think we have had a few things. Nothing major, nothing big, but the phone just falling off there, that was big. That.
Kelly, watch. It's sliding off. I'm just sat here.
Guys.
It's on the floor.
Explain that. Explain what's just happened. Every time I say goodbye on a live stream here, every time, that was very firmly on the chair. Everyone saw it was firmly on the chair. We pointed the camera at it. It's been sat there, and every time I've said goodbye, the phone's moved off.
But that's what they're speaking through, that's connected to the
So
speaker.
that's the app that they're speaking through. I'm shaking, by the way. My hand is shaking. Sorry I just got a shock there. I'm sorry for screaming, guys. I genuinely just got a big shock there. I want to end the live. I'm saying goodbye, and I want to end the live, and that's just happened. Absolute madness. No, the phone's not on vibrate. The phone's like, the noise isn't coming from the phone. The noise is coming from the speaker. The phone's not making a noise.
It's Bluetooth.
It's Bluetooth connection, so any noise is going to come from there to there. That is absolute madness. I think I'm going to try and say goodbye for the third time. So we'll try again. We're going to say goodbye for the night. Genuinely say goodbye for the night. Join us next week. I'm going to be doing something. I've looked into a lot of history. I'm going to be doing something in Newcastle next week. It might end up having a little bit of an investigation, but I'm not sure. But if we get there, we will. I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. I'm absolutely amazed at what's just happened there. We'll have to cover that in the group. If you're not part of our Paranormal Newcastle group, join the Paranormal Newcastle group. I'm going to say goodbye and good night, and I hope you all have a brilliant night and join us next week.